Hello FPL managers, welcome back to the channel. In this video I'll be talking about my team selection for Game Week 28, but as always we'll start with the team review of Game Week 27. I'll talk about my wildcard draft for all of you doing wildcard this week that I've discussed on my Twitter handle. Then after that I'll do the team selection for Game Week 28. Now before I start, a huge shout out to the FPL boys on Twitter. They've got some amazing content and some very informative threads. I'll leave the link to their account below. Also before I start, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and help me reach 500 subs. That's that for the briefing. Now let's start with the team review. 47 points in total, and I still have James Maddison and Weghorst to play. Weghorst obviously is holding the armband, so I do have high hopes from him. Looking at the defenders and the keeper, all of them have returned a total of 3 clean sheets. Cancelo got the bonus, so he has returned 9 points. The midfield has blanked so far, and this is where I've lost the most points. As for the strikers, unexpectedly it was Watkins who scored a goal, while Dennis and Weghorst got only 2. Of course, it had to be a red arrow as a lot of managers played the free hit chip and Son and Kane were among the scorers while they held the armband for some managers. I opted not to go for Son this week, instead went for Ward-Prowse, although he has not returned yet, but I brought him in to target the double game week ahead. That's all for the team selection. Let's now discuss the wildcard draft for Game Week 28. So these are the games we've got from Game Week 28 to 38. This is an FDR I've made for my own help and would recommend you guys to do the same as it is really helpful in planning the transfers. As you can see, we've got some double game weeks we can target if we are wildcarding. Teams like Aston Villa, Southampton and Wolves have fixtures one can really capitalize upon. Newcastle has got double so they can be targeted for some differentials. Alright, this is now the draft I've got for Game Week 28 and ahead. Ramsdale and Foster are the 2 keepers I will keep. Arsenal are a defensive solid side, although they have been making blunders that end up in a clean sheet loss, but they still look solid at the back. They also play twice in Game Week 29, so that is another factor I have jumped on Ramsdale. As for Foster, we've seen Watford park the bus and defend well. They returned a clean sheet versus United, so that is enough to convince me to have him as a secondary keeper, especially at that cheaper price. Cancelo and Trent are the 2 constants and I've already talked about them this season a lot. If you have Robertson too, that's fine in my opinion. Although Wolves have not really shown something solid, but they do return clean sheets in intervals and Cody is one of the constants at the back. Most of the managers have Saiz because of him being more of an attacking threat than Cody, and that's fine too. But I wouldn't recommend doubling up on Wolves at the back. Livramento has been really impressive since his return and Southampton has turned into a pretty compact side. They've not been conceding a lot of goals lately and 2 clean sheets in the previous 2 games against normal sides. Rudiger is the new premium addition into the side as Chelsea are back after the blanks. They put up an outstanding display yesterday versus Liverpool in the Carabao Cup. There is news that Chelsea might double up in Game Week 28. In terms of the forwards, they haven't been pretty impressive. The defense has been absolutely spot on. Rudiger doesn't get rotated often, so he's a safer option too. Moving on to the midfield, as I indicated earlier, I have indeed gone with the Newcastle differential who is in form, 3 attacking returns for him in last 3 games. I've included in Saka to target those good fixtures ahead, and I think Saka is the most nailed on option in the midfield that Arsenal has. Salah remains the constant. Ward-Prowse and Ramsey yet again for the doubles. Ward-Prowse is on every set piece for Southampton and he certainly is an expert in them. Ramsey is a bit cheaper option than Coutinho, but Villa is not looking very delightful right now, so instead of keeping one Coutinho, I've broken it up into 2 assets, Ramsey in the midfield and Watkins up front. We do not have many forward options to capitalize upon. Hwang Hee-chan is cheap and is a starter, moreover he has got doubles too. Harry Kane is the last one who now looks pretty threatening and has taken his tally of goals up to a total of 8 goals. You could go for Son in the midfield too, but the lack of attacking options in the forwards, Kane is still a nailed on option for me. So there is still 1.5 million in the bank to help you fund the further transfers. So this is the wildcard draft I've prepared. Let me know what do you think about it in the comments below. So looking at my team, firstly this is the last video without any proper graphics because I'll be having my 3 back-to-back exams from tomorrow and I'll be needing good luck for that. So drop some good luck down in the comments below for me. Anyways, looking at my team, I've got 6 players with a double game week, so they are obviously not the ones I'd prefer to replace. Willock for Bowen or Rudiger for Diaz are the 2 probable transfers I'm currently looking at. I'll just be making one from the 2 options I've told you to target the double game fixtures ahead. Rudiger for the armband if he gets the doubles ahead, otherwise I'll let it rest on Mo Salah. I'll upload my team on Twitter, so you'll know what moves I'm making. Also, I'm aware some of the managers are intending to play the free hit chip this week, so I'll drop a free hit draft on my Twitter handle this Friday. Thank you all for watching, I'll be back soon.